Zerbst is a town in Saxony-Anhalt, a state in the east of Germany. It's a place with a rich and varied history dating back over 1,000 years. Zerbst remained intact throughout most of the Second World War, but on Monday the 16th of April 1945, just weeks before Nazi Germany surrendered, the town was bombed mercilessly. The town's commander-in-chief had refused to hand Zerbst over to the Allies, and US pilots were ordered to attack. At 10:20 in the morning, the bombing began, under the code name Young Girl. 80% of Zerbst was destroyed, and 574 people lost their lives on that fateful day. Following the war, the town became part of East Germany. With German reunification in 1990, the people of Zerbst, like many across the former East Germany, faced immense challenges in adapting to a new and unfamiliar way of life. The current mayor of the town remembers well the changes of the 1990s.
There was also a lot of euphoria in those early days of reunification. People were elated about getting the Deutschmark back and the sudden freedom to travel. It was a completely new way of life. During the GDR years, many people felt that they were suppressed and locked up by the state. Reunification was a genuine act of liberation.
Yet, despite all the upheaval, there are some aspects of life in Zerbst that haven't changed that much over the years. One such thing that has remained a constant here is a passion for the sport of Kegeln. This 9-pin bowling game is hugely popular in these parts, and Zerbst is home to the best team in Germany. They're called SKV Rot-Weiß Zerbst, and Transworld Sport journeyed to the town to find out more about them.
Even during the years of the GDR, Kegeln was one of the most important sports in the area. There was hardly a town without a bowling alley, and in Zerbst it was no different. People used to play the game at community festivals in the villages, and there were company teams who competed regularly. Kegeln has always been played at different levels, from a leisurely after-work activity to a fiercely competitive sport. I think this town currently has a very special team. We're really proud of them, and to have such fantastic sportsmen amongst us, it's just great.
Zerbst have been winning titles and trophies for nearly 50 years. Playing at the bowling alley that was built in 1963, SKV Rot-Weiß have been German champions every year since 2006. Lothar Müller is chairman of the club.
In the past, we were called Company Sports Unit Import Zerbst. In the German Democratic Republic, many sports teams were named after the state companies which people worked for. At the time, all sport was organised by the state and there was a great deal of backing. The companies supported their teams a lot. In those years, we weren't as successful as we are now. But we did play in the second division of the East German League.
Following reunification, sport in East Germany underwent radical change and restructuring. People who had previously competed for company teams had to establish new clubs for their activities. SKV Rot-Weiß Zerbst was founded in 1999.
We've won the Champions League and 4 World Cups. On numerous occasions, we've been voted Sports Team of the Year in Saxony-Anhalt. We were chosen ahead of handball, football and basketball teams, and they're all Olympic sports, so we're proud of that.
The new Kegeln Bundesliga season has just got underway, and when Transworld Sport was in town, the team were playing their first home match of the campaign against Viktoria Fürth.
Lasst eine große Zahl raus. Lasst uns hier gewinnen für unseren Verein. Für Zerbst!
Not everybody on the Zerbst team lives locally. Due to their recent success, the club is able to attract talented players from further afield. Matthias Weber travels all the way up from Bavaria to play for the team.
The best bowlers in Germany currently play for Zerbst. That's just the way it is. I think we are mentally strong, we train harder than everyone else, and our strength comes from our dedication and diversity. That's probably the main difference. We have players that come from as far as Lake Constance, and our different backgrounds is an advantage that we enjoy over our opponents.
Good coordination and balance are vital in Kegeln. Fitness is important too, and the top teams train several times a week. Another important quality in this game is concentration. Contests are often won by the team who has the better focus during the match. The rules and scoring system of Kegeln can be a little complicated, as a referee explains.
It's no longer the case that the winner is the team who knocks down the most pins. Now, it's all about the individual games. It's like match play. There are 6 games in a match, and players earn points. Each player plays 4 sets, and if they win their contest, they earn a point for their team. At the end, you add up all the points, and the team with the most is declared the winner.
Yellow cards are shown to players who overstep the foul line.
There are also red cards for grave misconduct, like insulting a player or a spectator. But in my whole career as a ref in the National League, I've never shown a red card.
Technical equipment in good working order is vital for counting the pins hit, as is a good clean before the games begin.
40 years ago, bowling places needed a pin setter. Normally that task fell to a young lad who wanted to earn some extra pocket money. He would reset the pins by hand. Technology changed in the 70s. It got more sophisticated. At first there was just one machine per alley, but that's all changed now. Today, every aspect of the game is controlled via a computer. As referee, my only task now is to oversee the match.
However, despite modern technology, the pins can still occasionally get tangled up. Looking to win their 8th successive championship, SKV Rot-Weiß Zerbst are in typically dominant form. In front of their home fans, the champions control the match from the outset and run out comfortable winners.
The biggest reward that you get playing for this team is the great camaraderie that exists between us. That's what makes it so worthwhile, because financially, you don't earn a thing.